Hi everyone, welcome to Storytime with Fairfield County Library. My name is Miss Nina and I am so excited for Storytime today. Before we get started, I want to remind you that we are doing hybrid Storytimes, which means on top of Storytimes online here, we are also doing them in person at the library. The in-person version of these Storytimes for the kids age group are at 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. Okay, now that that's out of the way, are you guys ready for story time? This week, our theme is stars. That means this week we're going to read some books about space and stargazing. Our first book is Twinkle Twinkle Little Kid. Words by Drew Daywalt. Pictures by Molly Idle. And published by Philomel Books. One night, Clyde noticed one little star all alone in the big black blanket of night above. He stared at the star for a long time, then said, "Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. I wish for a..." And then, at that very moment, Clyde closed his eyes and wished as hard as he could. His wish was a secret. He opened his eyes and looked around, hoping his wish had come true, but it hadn't. With a sigh, he stood up and walked home. Later that night, as Clyde lay asleep in his bed, having forgotten the lonely little star in the sky and the wish he had made, the strangest thing happened. That same little star climbed into his bedroom window. And then, very quietly, the star said, "Kid light, kid bright, the first kid I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. I wish for a..." And then, at that very moment, the star closed her eyes and wished as hard as she could. Her wish was a secret. "Ah!" Someone screamed. She was startled by the terrible sound. It was Clyde, who had woken and was terrified to see the star in his room. "Geez, did you have to scream like that?" asked Star. "You completely freaked me out." "I freaked you out? You're the one climbing in my window. If anyone has a right to be freaked out, it's me." Said Star. "Good point. I hadn't thought about it that way." "And speaking of which," said Clyde, "who are you? And why are you here freaking out? It's the middle of the night." "Oh, come on. You don't know me, Clyde. I'm the star you wished on tonight. And last night, and every other night for the past 2 weeks," she added. "You're a very needy person." "Don't judge me. I'm not the weirdo climbing in people's windows. What are you doing in my room anyway? Making a wish on you." "What? You can't wish on me," said Clyde. "Stars don't make wishes on kids. Kids make wishes on stars." "Well, I just did," said Star, and she stood there defiantly. "But I don't know how to grant wishes," said Clyde. "What did you wish for?" "I can't tell you or it won't come true," said Star. "What? That's crazy. How am I supposed to grant your wish if you don't tell me, silly star?" asked Clyde. "I don't know," Star shrugged. You're supposed to know. Clyde looked at the star for a very long time, trying to think what a star might wish for, but not succeeding at all. And then Clyde got an idea. He ran over and grabbed up his brand new, unused game of checkers. Here, said Clyde. Is it checkers? Do you wish for a game of checkers? No, said Star. I didn't wish for checkers. Wait a minute, isn't that something you wished for me? Yeah, said Clyde, but it takes 2 players and I don't have anyone to play with. That's a bummer, said Star. I love checkers, but that's not what I wished for. Clyde got another idea. Come with me, he said, and he led the star out into his backyard. How about a 2-person tent? I wished for it once. Did you wish for that? No, said Star. I did not wish for a tent. Camping is great, though. I like camping. Me too, said Clyde, but I'm too scared to stay out in the tent alone. I'd love to camp with you, said Star, but I didn't wish for a tent. Clyde raced over to the other end of the yard and grabbed his frisbee. Is it a frisbee? He asked. No, said Star. Don't get me wrong, I love frisbees, said Star, but that's not what I wished for. Yeah, without someone to throw them back, they're kind of exhausting, said Clyde. True, said Star. Clyde took Star to the garage. What about walkie-talkies? Nope, not walkie-talkies, said Star. Clyde sighed so big it sounded like an elephant deflating. And you really need a friend to make walkie-talkies work anyway, said Star. And I don't have any friends. Well, geez, said Clyde. I have no idea what you wished for then. Wait a second, said Clyde. You love all this stuff I showed you, but you don't have anyone to share it with. Did you wish for a friend? At that, Star suddenly twinkled in a little brighter and smiled a big bright star smile at Clyde. And Clyde suddenly twinkled a little brighter too and smiled a big bright kid smile at Star. That's what I wish for too, said Clyde. Both of those wishes were secrets no more. And that is how it came to be that Clyde and Star granted each other's wishes, became best friends, and were never ever lonely again. The end. That was Twinkle Twinkle Little Kid. What did you guys think? What would you wish for on a star? Okay, our next book is Stars, written by Mary Lyn Ray, illustrated by Marla Frazee, and published by Beach Lane Books. A star is how you know it's almost night. As soon as you see one, there's another, and another, and the dark that comes doesn't feel so dark. What if you could have a star? They shine like little silver eggs you could gather in a basket. Except you know you can't. Not really. But you can draw a star on shiny paper and cut around it. Then you can put it in your pocket. Having the star in your pocket is like having your best rock in your pocket, but different. Because a star is different from a rock. Pin a star on your shirt and you can be sheriff. Put a star on a stick and you've made a wand. If you hold a wand the right way, you might see a wish come true. Not always, only sometimes. You never know about a wish. You can give a star to a friend, but never give away the one you keep in your pocket. You need to know it's there. Some days you feel shiny as a star. If you've done something important, people may call you a star. But some days you don't feel shiny. Those days, it's good to reach for the one in your pocket. If you ever lose your star, you can draw another, or you can find one. There are places. Moss, where you might see fairies, is made of green stars. White stars in June grass become strawberries in July. Yellow stars on pumpkin vines become October pumpkins. Snowflakes are stars. Blow a ball of dandelion and you blow 1,000 stars into the sky. A button can have a star on it, and if you always brush your teeth, someone might give you a red or green or blue or gold or silver star. There might be a star on the calendar to mark a special day. But stars that come with night, for those who have to wait for night. You need some dark to see them. It may help to have on pajamas. Then you look up. Almost always you will find one, and another, and another, and another. And if sometimes you can't see them, they're still there. Every night, everywhere. That was stars. What did you guys think? What's your favorite kind of star? All right, everyone, thank you for coming to Storytime. Now, just because we're done reading does not mean we have to be done with Storytime. If you come down to the library this week, you can pick up a Storytime kit, which are these fun-filled activity kits that we made to go with the books we read today. Each kit comes with a coloring sheet, a craft, and a tasty recipe that you can make with your grown-ups. This week, our craft is this woven star that you get to design. To get a kit, you need to come to the Fairfield County Library and look for some crates in the children's section. Now we have 2 crates, one for the Monday story times and one for the Wednesdays, so you want to make sure to grab the right kits or you can end up with something completely different. The kits for this story time are in the children's crate. They are the blue ones. We have new kits every week, so make sure to check back in every time we do a new story time. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me for story time. Once again, my name is Miss Nina, and I look forward to seeing you in the library this week to pick up a Storytime kit. It's time to say goodbye, but I hope to see you all next time. Bye!